Hello and welcome to 2421 South 13th Street here in Soulard, St. Louis, Missouri. As you can see, this is a house on a double lot. So we have the house as well as this lot next to it with the picket fence. So really good size yard for a city property. Built in 1887 according to the tax records. You can see some of this nice detailing up top. I'm just going to zoom in on that a little bit here. Love all this, the corbels and the carvings and the doodads, watsits, and doohickeys. And then same thing here above the windows. Nice quiet street here. We zoom around. It's nice. We've done this without a single car coming by. And then we're back at the house. Out front is what's probably an original iron railing. You can see the cast iron detail on this, especially at the bottom, where it's designed to look like chain link. That would have been on every one of these houses back in the day, so it would have been a whole line of these with each house's iron railing butting up against the neighbors. And as we come up, this is a side entry. So you can see we have the side stairs here, and then a little porch above it, which I'm going to talk about later in the video because that's one of the cool features we have in this house. See at the rear, we have another second floor deck. But let's go inside the front first. Walking into the foyer. We have the original staircase here. And let's take another close-up of this newel post. Love the way they make the wood curve around. Looking up and over, and we get a nice look at our front door with the transom. Very tall front door as well. Opens up into the living room. It's a nice square room. I like the exposed brick and the original wood floors. Again, these aren't hardwood. Well, they're hardwood. These are original wood. At this time, it wasn't considered a decorative element. It was purely functional when these homes were built. It's only recently that we've decided that we like seeing bare wood floors. Love this mantelpiece, though. Looks like that is green marble, which is a really cool effect there. Nice tall windows, bright room. Then we walk through into the dining room. Let me back up here a little bit so we can see that. Oh, and that's a cool fan. That's actually, I didn't realize that's what that was at first. That's really a ceiling fan inside the chandelier. First time I've seen one of those. We do have a half bath on this floor. Marble flooring in there, which is nice. And then a really useful kitchen here. So, as we look around, let's brighten this up here. 42-inch cabinets. Mixture of white with a green island. And then I like the way that these cabinets have the hidden, I guess they have legs put on the front of them so that it kind of hides the kick plate behind, makes them look a little more like a piece of furniture, which is a neat effect. Coming through, we have this room, which is, I guess it was probably once upon a time a screen porch, sunroom, and then has become a breakfast room. But really gives the kitchen a light and airy feel. And again, it's a gloomy day, which is the best test of how bright a house feels. And then as we come outside, this house does include an oversized 2-car garage, which is not standard. And if you've been looking at other properties in Soulard, you'll know how rare and valuable this can be. So we have here, looks like it's been updated recently as well. You see there's room for 2 cars and a golf cart. And it wouldn't be hard to plug in a charger because there is electric in here too. So you could have a golf cart charger to get around Soulard. Little gazebo in the back. See, some of the fence has been updated. And there's the brick paths are nice. A nice touch as well. And just a lot of scope for making this your own private oasis. Coming back through, let's go upstairs next. And these houses were quite symmetrical. Oftentimes, this may well be the case here, it would have been built as a 2-room on top of 2-room, and then the kitchen and rear extension would have been built later. So this hallway would have opened up into 2 rooms, this one this side, and that side. And then there was a 2-floor extension which was built probably maybe 10 or 15 years after the house was built. Or it may have all been built at the same time, it's hard to say. Have a wood stove in here. Not sure if that's functional or decorative, but does add a nice touch. And I do want to point out these windows, although they are wood, they're double panes, so much more insulated and better noise resistance. Coming through into the hallway again, I want to point out this. This is a really unique feature here. So what looks like a window is actually a door and a window. So the bottom part below the window is attached to it, and this actually goes up into the roof cavity up there so that the window opens up to this 6-foot level, and then you can walk out through it. I believe it was called a Juliet balcony in the day. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what I've heard people refer to it as. And in this way, we have the other room. This would be the primary bedroom. Through here, well, this is the bathroom, sorry. This is the main bathroom, and then we have the primary bedroom through that. I'm getting myself all confused. That's around the corner here, in what is likely to be in the rear extension of the building. So, as we come around, we have the primary bathroom. Nice oversized shower, vanity and toilet. And then we come back around into the second bedroom. So 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on this floor. Each room would have its own full bathroom. Nice size room here. And then, ... we have a second balcony. Which is why I would think this, you might use this as your primary bedroom, or you might prefer it as an office. Not sure. It's just nice having its own balcony out here. And then you can see on top of the other porch the outside of that Juliet balcony there. So more of these nice details above the window. Nice view out the back here. And then let's check out the basement, because we actually do have a basement which is partially finished. So coming on down. And into the basement here. So there's the usual basement-y things here. We have the furnace and air conditioner and then utilities behind there. Nothing too exciting in the back half. Here we have another full bathroom. So this is the third full plus the half bathroom on the main floor. And then coming around, we have another bedroom down here in the basement. Not sure if this is the situation with this being a bedroom, but those windows are pretty good size. So not sure if they make egress or not, but regardless, we have good head height here and a nice feel down here as well. So nice little bedroom there too, or room in any event. And then again, it just has a painted floor. There's room to do anything that you want. And, you know, it could be anything from epoxy to tile or even putting carpeting down. Hope you've enjoyed the tour. I'd like to say thank you. And please remember to subscribe and like the video. Thank you.